isolate Jeffrey to the left side. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. All right, let's meet your starters. Matt Jones. What do you have to say, Charles?
Supposed to just be a third down back when he came into the league. He ran so well, it forced everyone to change their opinion. Matt Jones is a 3-down back.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Matt Jones that time. And it's third down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. The completion good fully 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go! 1-9! Ohio! Ohio! 3!
A first down throw for Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Prescott. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Here's Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Dez Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
Come on, let's go! 1-9! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Right, check.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott off play action. And now another one thrown incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion. completion.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Second down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Back to throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete to Demarius Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They come out here in the eye. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that 1st down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
This is Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Fresh set of downs here. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. This is Elliott. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Watch twist!
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Prescott. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Prescott to throw this time. And he's got his man on the out route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think a guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
Prescott now on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Come on, let's go. What?
Now Prescott. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A give to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
In motion left is Thomas. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. They'll go again to Jones, and he'll be brought down at about the... And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Caught on the right side, Reed. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. After the penalty, it's Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up the first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. One man in the backfield, Elliott. Prescott to throw it. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. So they come out here in the eye. On the give, this is their fullback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give them 22 on that one. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. And quickly they get to the line. A first down carry by Elliott. Room here to run. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. One man on the backfield, Elliott. From the red zone now, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end Reed. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Backing up. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And his kick here is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Stiff-armed him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup. And the Redskins are going to get a first down.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. Because you got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down. Because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. first down, he'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here we go!
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Another pistol look here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Second down, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Play clock winding down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And the play clock's running down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Flex round. Flex round.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And a nice gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Let's go, Mike 50. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at?
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. They'll hand it off to Procise. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. C.J. Procise, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. So out now come the Redskins. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And Reed with it over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. One man in the backfield. Elliott. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go. 190. 190.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Strong left. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Flex down. Ohio.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And again, it's Prescott. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need is...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And a sideline pass that's caught by Thomas.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
One man in the backfield, that's Jones. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the left here to Reed. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So out comes the field goal team once more. This officially a 55-yard attempt. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.